I'm Matt Sprouse with Streetliner Magazine, and this is our 300C project. Our intention with this project is to be able to drive it daily. It's got to be a comfort on the street, but we also want to be able to go out and play with the big boys on the track. And the first step in that is beefing up the suspension. When we did our initial testing on the 300C, we noticed a major oversteer issue. The big factor in that is our sway bars. We replaced our sway bars up front with Hotchkiss sway bars, much larger diameter. Went with kind of a new version of the Torque Thrust 2, the Torque Thrust racing series, and went with the Torque Thrust M. It's got a nice solid lip on it, gives it a modern feel. Then we did the air ride suspension. Normally, modern car, we got a strut up front, and with the air ride system, it's a double adjustable strut, so you can adjust rebounding compression, which has, and then it also has a bag over the top of it, so that you can adjust your ride height. Went with Toyo tires. It's a lot, better profile, a lot stickier tire. We went from a 80 series tire down to a 35 series. It's a lot stiffer, but gives us a lot more performance on the track. Also has a W99 rating, which is good for 168 miles per hour. Same tire and wheel size here, 22s, 255, 35, 22s on the tires. And back's a little bit different. Originally it was a spring with an independent shock. Air Ride supplied us with a nice double adjustable shock, once again for rebounding compression. And then it's just basically a bag replacement for the rear spring. We installed the Air Ride's Level Pro system. It's got 3 settings on it. Number 1 is for laying frame in the parking lot, taking all the air out of it. The number 3 setting is for full extension, clearing obstacles like speed bumps and whatnot. And second setting is for ride height, and that usually sits about 2 inches below stock. Previously with Air systems, solenoids, tanks, compressors, all were independent units. What Air Ride did with the AirPod is they put everything in a concealed, tight case, maximize space in the trunk, and eliminate a little bit of noise, and to give you a lot more trunk room. To really illustrate the improvements of our upgrades, we set up a short course. Our before testing on the stock 300, we ran a 8.6 second on the course, and our after we ran a 7.6 seconds, yielding us a 6.7% increase, and you can't really complain about that. Air Ride Technology's double adjustable kit really allowed us to throw it into the corners hard. The Hotchkiss sway bars, once in the corners, really allowed us to stay there at high speeds, and upgrading the wheel and tire was a huge improvement as well. A lot stickier compounds, and gave tons of grip. And the look of those American racing wheels didn't hurt either. A normal install on a system like this takes probably about, I'm going to say 16 hours, which normally, is a weekend for, a couple guys. Basically, you can do everything with simple hand tools. The most fabrication that you get into is drilling a hole out for a bolt. It takes usually about 16 hours, I would say, to install everything. It's simple bolt up. In our before testing of our 300C, we saw lots of body roll and also saw a moderate amount of understeer. And with the installation of all these products, we saw improvements in all areas.